Imagine you're right in the middle of planning that dream summer vacation or maybe saving up for some wedding jewelry, and suddenly the Prime Minister asks you to stop. Just completely stop. On May 10th, 2026, PM Modi asked 140 crore Indians to drastically change their everyday spending habits. Welcome to today's Explainer. Let's jump right in.
Okay, so you gotta wonder, why on earth would a government ask its citizens to just halt buying gold and going on foreign trips? Well, today, we're decoding the hidden economic data driving this totally unprecedented national strategy.
Part 1. A shocking appeal. So, during that speech, the requests actually touched on some deeply personal life choices. Go back to working from home, halt foreign travel for a whole year, stop buying gold, conserve fuel, and buy made in India. Now, I know it sounds a lot like a simple lecture on household savings, right? But believe it or not, there's a massive, complex global mechanism actively driving all of this. Part 2. The Forex crisis explained. You can think of Forex as basically the nation's giant dollar wallet for buying global goods. Right now, India sits on a massive $691 billion, which sounds incredibly healthy, right? That's a huge wallet. But there's a severe geopolitical threat actively trying to drain it dry. Here's the catch. India relies on West Asia for a staggering 85% of its crude oil imports. And with the ongoing tensions between the US and Iran, this vital supply line is under immense pressure. And prices? Well, they are absolutely surging. Let's do the math real quick. Every single time the price of a barrel of oil goes up by just $10, India's annual oil bill increases by $13 to $14 billion. Just one single price jump like that instantly wipes nearly 1 lakh crore rupees right out of the economy. Crazy, right? And that 1 lakh crore rupee figure, it isn't just theoretical math. It actually represents the staggering combined losses of major petrol companies in just 10 weeks. They are literally bleeding roughly 1,600 to 1,700 crore rupees every single day. Why? Just to protect citizens from immediate fuel price shocks. Part 3. The Great Gold Drain. Now, what's really interesting here is how cultural traditions absolutely collide with macroeconomic reality. We all know Indians love gold, but our imports cost a whopping $80 billion this financial year alone. Government reports actually call this a silent drain, simply because every single imported ounce means US dollars are leaving the country forever. And this creates a fascinating, yet entirely factual contrast. See, while everyday citizens were asked to halt gold purchases to help save dollars, the Reserve Bank of India has actually been rapidly stockpiling. They've increased sovereign gold reserves to 880 tons to build national economic strength. Part 4. Foreign travel and work from home. So things like travel and where you work, these aren't just lifestyle choices anymore, they are massive macroeconomic levers. Discretionary foreign spending is basically like pouring water out of a heavily leaking tank. Every international flight or lavish destination wedding directly pulls dollars out of the country, which puts massive pressure on the rupee. And working from home follows the exact same logic. It's a chain reaction. Less driving means less imported oil burned. That results in fewer dollars spent globally, leading directly to a stronger rupee at home. So, working from home, it's actually a national financial strategy designed to save hundreds of crores. Part 5. The Bigger Picture. And this brilliantly illustrates why the government is being so extra cautious right now. We just have to look at history. Back in 1991, our Forex fell to just 2 to 3 weeks of cover, which literally forced India to physically pledge its gold. Fast forward to today, and warning signs in global oil markets triggered this appeal to citizens just to prevent a repeat of that past instability. Now, to be fair, economists do present alternative views on how to handle this. For instance, Indian households currently hold a massive 35,000 tons of idle gold. Some experts suggest that mobilizing this domestic gold stash could entirely eliminate the need for fresh imports, completely without requiring a pause on citizen purchases. Ultimately, the core takeaway from all this data is pretty clear. The speech wasn't just political noise. It was a very genuine economic warning. It directly links massive global conflicts and soaring oil prices straight down to our daily habits. So what does this all mean for us? It leaves us with a pretty critical question. Your wallet or your country? How do we balance our deep cultural traditions with national economic survival? The choices we make at the jewelry store or the travel agency actually echo across the global economy. Thanks so much for joining this explainer, and we'll catch you next time.